60 very important phrasal verbs. You cannot learn English without mastering the phrasal verbs. We start with some of the most common ones used on a daily basis. To add up, something that makes sense, usually negative. The story you are telling us does not add up. I think you are lying. To back somebody up, to support and or stand by someone. My real friends never failed to back me up in any situation. Don't worry, I got your back. To blow up, to become suddenly angry or upset. I blew up in the face of my manager when he decided to postpone my planned vacation. Bring it on. To accept a challenge with confidence. I postponed the study for my exams for a long period of time. Now I am more than ready, so bring it on. To bring up, to mention something in a conversation. You shouldn't bring up your personal things in front of strangers. Break up. 1. When the sound is horrible between two people on the phone. I'm sorry, but I have to hang up the phone because you are breaking up and I can't understand a word of what you are saying. Break up. 2. When one or two people in a relationship decide to stop seeing each other for a short or long period of time. Because of his big, macho, tough guy views about women, I had to break up with my boyfriend and get away from him as far as possible. To call back. To return a phone call. Sorry, but I'm busy right now. I promise to call you back when I get some free time. Thank you for your understanding. To call off. To cancel a planned, organized event or something. The president had to call off the bombing strike on a village filled with civilians. To calm down. To relax. To let the steam out. Opposite of upset or angry. I usually take long walks on the beach in order to calm down and think clearly. To catch up or to catch on. To meet with someone and get updates on what's going on. The party, organized by my old friends, gave us a chance to catch up or to catch on things. To check in. To register for a hotel stay or an event. Everyone has to check in at the front desk before the beginning of the training session organized by the job. To check out. To leave the hotel or to try something or to see what's going on. I am eager to check out the new mall they just opened nearby my house. Come and check out this lovely dress I got on. It fits me perfectly, isn't it? To chip in, to contribute, to participate, to help. After any disaster, we all chip in to help the needy. Close down, to shut down, going out of business. The police had to close down the street because of a violent demonstration. COVID-19 closed down many businesses. To shut down, close down a business or something. The tax services had to shut down many businesses because they didn't pay their dues. To come down with, to feel or become sick or something, usually a flu. I feel really bad that I can't make it to your wedding because I think I'm coming down with a flu or something. To come up with, to find an idea or a plan for something. I need to come up with, as soon as possible, with a subject for my newspaper article, which is due tomorrow. To cut back on, to consume less of something that we think is causing us some harm. I'm going to cut back on my sugar intake because of my diabetes. To cut off. 1. To end abruptly, usually while driving on the road. I almost had an accident because of a drunk driver who cut me off in the highway. To cut off. 2. To interrupt a conversation. Please don't cut off people while they are talking, especially the elders. The phone line went dead and they cut me off in mid-conversation. To drop by in. Stop by someone's house, business, for a visit. Hi, my friend. I just landed in the city where you live and was wondering if it's possible to drop by your house and pay you a visit. Drop in whenever you want. Welcome. To end up. To eventually make a decision. Being forced to be somewhere that wasn't planned. We ended up going to Mexico even though we planned a trip to Hawaii. Because of the bad weather, we ended up spending the night in a motel. To figure out, to understand or find the answer or how something works. I couldn't figure out what's wrong with my car, so I took it to a mechanic. My son was able to figure out how our home computer works much better than me. To get through, 1. To get a point, an idea, cross. I tried the best I could to get through to the demonstrators and get them to change their way of doing things, but I didn't succeed. To get through, 2. To get connected by the phone. I called my wife many times, but I couldn't get through. Her line was busy all morning. To get through, 3. To find a way or a passage. All the streets are close to the city. If we can get through all these rocks, we can reach the city in no time. To put effort into. To work, spend some time and energy in order to accomplish something. Me and my co-workers put a lot of work into this wonderful project. To put cross. Communicate, convey a message. When you are making a speech or talking to a crowd, you better use popular, well-understood examples to put across complex ideas. To put aside, 1. To save something so that you can use it later, especially money or time. I try to put a few dollars aside each week, just in case I need money in an emergency. To put aside, 2. Ignore or intentionally disregard something, temporarily or permanently. Let's work hand in hand and put aside our differences for the moment and deal with them at a later time. We have a bigger fish to fry. To put away. 1. Place out of the way. Clean up. I put the clothes away so as to neaten the room. To put away. 2. Store. Add to one's stores for later use. Before any disaster, people put away many goods. They prepare themselves for the worst scenarios. To put away. 3. Send someone to prison. After he was convicted of his horrible crimes, they put him away for life. To put back. 1. Return something to its original place. He carefully put the vase back on the shelf. To put back. 2. Postpone an arranged event or appointment. The meeting has been put back to 5 p.m. To put by. UK, United Kingdom. Save money for the future. I am putting by part of my wages every week to buy a bike. To put down. 1. Land. The pilot managed to put down in a nearby farm field. To put down. 2. Write something. Put down the first thing you think of on this piece of paper. To put down. 3. Stop holding something and place it on a table, shelf, etc. Put down that book and help me with the dishes. To put forward. Suggest something for discussion. The Prime Minister put forward new plans to tackle corruption. To put in. Place inside. Just put in the key for the ignition and turn it. To put off. 1. Delay a task, event, etc. The storm put off the game for a week. To put off. 2. Cause to dislike, to discourage from doing. Almost drowning put her off swimming. To put on. Start wearing an item of clothing. You should put your jacket on. It's cold outside. To put out. 1. Extinguish a flame or light. They worked for days to put out the brush fire. To put out. 2. Take something out of your house and leave it. Don't forget to put the garbage, rubbish, waste out. To put through. 1. To connect to someone else by the phone. Please hold the line a moment while I put you through to the sales department. To put through. 2. Cause to endure. After all the grief my wife has put me through, I wonder why I am still with her. To put together. Assembly, construct, build, or formulate. We will need to put together a plan if we want to get this project finished. To put towards. Make a financial contribution. We each put $5 towards her leaving present. To put up. 1. Place in high location. The students put up a poster on the bulletin board. To put up. 2. UK, United Kingdom. Increase prices, taxes, duties, etc. They put up the rent by $20 a month. To fill in, to tell someone what happened, provide them with information. I missed the gathering. Can someone fill me in, please? I didn't get to school in time. Can you fill me in and tell me what I missed, please? To fill out, to write your information on a form. I had to fill out many forms when I registered myself in the university. To find out, to learn something you didn't know before. The police are trying to find out who is responsible about a crime that happened yesterday. To get along with, to have a good and friendly relationship with someone. At my job, I get along really well with most of my colleagues, except some. To get around or to get around to it. To delay doing something to another time. To finally manage to complete a task, often when we are so busy and don't have the time to do the task yet. I always wanted to learn accounting. I have to make some time and get around to it. To get around, to manage to go places physically. The planes make it easy to get around countries, continents, world. Since his last accident, he has been using crutches to get around the house.